It's been called the single greatest stain on our justice system, and these men thought it would never be wiped away. But a new government has given them some hope. Roddy's brother was sentenced to 2.5 years for making a threat to kill. He's still in prison, almost 15 years later. Today, Rod delivered a plea to the Ministry of Justice after he says his brother has suffered psychological torture.
It's taken his mind away from him because it has gone on for so long. It's disgusting that these intelligent, powerful people can't get their heads together and can't resolve this. I will keep going. I will be a thorn in the side to this department, this toxic department behind me.
Indeterminate sentences for public protection were introduced by Lord Blunkett in the Blair era, intended for people considered dangerous, but whose offence didn't merit a life sentence, and it was up to the parole board to assess when a prisoner was safe to release. But the sentence was often used to punish minor crimes, something governments promised to change.
We're going to review the existing system urgently with a view to replacing it.
IPP was scrapped in 2012, but not for people already detained. 12 years on, around 3,000 are still in jail on IPPs. Lack of action, the now Justice Secretary has criticised for years.
So what can the Minister do to ensure that the injustices of IPP sentences are not being further compounded by our systemic problem with race in the criminal justice system?
Releasing prisoners is not thought to be popular with the public, and so successive governments have avoided it. But now campaigners feel a change in the climate as a new government has to grasp the reality of a legal system under strain and jails at breaking points.
Well, I know that the new Secretary of State, Shabana Mahmood, and her ministerial team will be looking very closely at this. Shabana Mahmood, I know, is working at pace, and I know that she will make decisions about these matters in the very near future.
For some families, though, it's too late. Stephen's daughter, Charlotte, was sentenced to 15 months for attempted robbery and possession of a bladed weapon after 8 years in jail. She died in her cell.
She was in prison for a reason. I can understand that. If the sentence had been a proper sentence, she would have had hope. She didn't have any hope.
For more than 2 decades, campaigners have fought for those who feel like they've had no voice. For some families, there is now hope for the future. For others, they only have memories of the past. Sangeeta Lal, News at 10.
Always laughing. Loved the music.